I thought pears would be really nice. And poaching the pears is a super easy way to just get something a little different than eating a fresh piece of fruit. So I have 1 cup of apple cider, which is, you know, easy to find. You know, there are pear ciders out there, and of course that would be a good option too for this. Just get it into your pan. And then 2 tablespoons of vermouth. Vermouth is one of those things that I have in my pantry, and I love to cook with it. That's another thing, actually, I learned from my mom. Whenever there was a deglazing or anything that required white wine, she loved to use vermouth because it's got an herbal makeup to the way it's you know, distilled, so it has a great flavor. 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 star anise. And these are these beautiful, fragrant little pods. Now, if you're saying, oh gosh, I don't have that at home, don't worry about it. You could put in a cinnamon stick. You could flavor it any way you want. And a little salt to complement the sweet. I have 3 beautiful Anjou pears, and that's about 1.5, 2 pounds. And I'm getting ready to put pears in this beautiful poaching liquid I already put together, which was apple cider, a little bit of vermouth, some butter, and the spice star anise. So just peel off the skin here. You can also use a Bartlett pear. You can pretty much use any pear you want, but you want it to not be too ripe. Pears can get ripe fairly quickly, so we want to have it a little bit on the firm side. So I'm just going to cut it in half and remove the core with this beautiful little melon baller that I love to do coring with because it gets right down in and gets everything out. And then just take each half and cut it in thirds lengthwise. Make sure that your liquid is simmering, which mine is. I guess you could say I'm kind of an expert in the super simple desserts, because when you're getting dinner on the table night in and night out, making a fancy dessert is really not something that's happening. But if you can get a little something in there, it's just a nice touch. So I have everything cut right here. Make sure that they're all similar size. That's perfect. So just spread them out here in the poaching liquid, and they should cook for about 10 minutes. The idea is that you want them to be tender. I'm just going to take a second and spread a little bit of juice over. It smells so sweet and delicious. And with the other things I've been cooking, the pork schnitzel and the warm potato salad, this is just such a lovely meal. Okay, top goes on. Now, I love this topping. It's so much richer than regular whipped cream. So I have 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm just going in with the whisk, and I'm going to whisk it myself because I feel like a little exercise, a little upper body exercise. So a balloon whisk is good for this because it really allows as much air to get whipped in as possible. So let's see how long it takes for me to get this done. Try not to get dirty either. This is when it would be handy if one of the guys were in the kitchen with me. All right, I think that's good. Now, 4 ounces of mascarpone cheese. You can use it in pasta, you can use it in dessert, and it's nice to have some in the fridge. It's just such a special thing to use. And then 2 tablespoons of honey. So if you think about the poaching liquid that has the cider and has the vermouth and some butter, and then honey with the pears, it's just a good combination. And anytime I can use honey instead of sugar, I feel like I'm bringing in a little bit of flavor as well as sweetness. Let's go ahead and just whisk this a little bit more. All right. Now I'm just going to take a second with my spatula and go around and get everything organized. Oh yeah, it's coming together well. Yes, I know I have that little bit on the counter there. That's okay. Okay, I think this is good because it thickens up fairly quickly. All right. Now let me go take a look and see how the pears are doing. Let's take a look. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The star anise gives off the nicest aroma. So here's how I serve this. Just take however many pieces you fancy. I think I'll have maybe 4. And spoon over some of this lovely poaching liquid. Turn this off and get the top back on. And then just a dollop of this wonderful cream, which can be used for so many different kinds of things, just right on top. So there we have it.